just introduce yourselves to people who may not be familiar with Solar Sons. So, who are Solar Sons, where are you from, and who's in the band?
Right, third time's lucky. It's got to work now. I'm in the house. I'm standing beside. Cool. How you doing? So you're Carrie?
I am indeed, yeah. I am indeed.
Danny, yeah.
So tell me about Solar Sons. Who's in the band?
Well, it's my brother Rory is our bass player and singer, and our drummer is also our cousin. We're a family band, family unit, and his name's Pete, and yeah, he plays the drums, and we do a bit of backing vocals with the drumming and him, but Rory's the main man on the up front singing. Well, he's playing the bass as well. Multi-talented.
And you're from Dundee, aren't you?
Yes, that's right. That's where we're based, in Dundee. We're all from up further north in Scotland originally, but we've lived in Dundee. Yeah, a long time, 10 plus years, 15 years now. Yeah.
Wow. And the reason I asked to interview is because you feature on Pal Wizard's tribute to Budgie, Never Turn Your Back on a Friend, and
Absolutely.
I don't know whether you feel you drawed the short straw with Melt the Ice Away, or were you happy with that choice?
Oh, we chose it, yeah.
Oh, right. Oh, wow.
Yeah, because they'd already, they picked the album, and they'd already had the bands lined up to cover each of the songs from the album, so they wanted a couple of bonus features of bands to do.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
Yeah, some other work as they've done on previous ones. So yeah, we just took a couple of weeks, and we'd listened and heard a good few Budgie songs over the years, and we're definitely fans and have heard of them, but we got a chance to like deep dive into their back catalogue a little bit, and it's not all out there just super easy modern to get as well.
It isn't. No, they were very much an underground success, if you like. Definitely,
yeah, absolutely. So yeah, we had a bunch of different ones that we were sort of umming and ahhing about, and then I think it was my brother Rory he was like, I've been listening to this album, Impeccable, and he was just kind of like, it was the first song and the last song, he was like, what about these? And as soon as I heard Melt the Ice Away, I just thought, that's got a great kind of vibe to it. We'll put that together quite quickly. We won't have to spend too long thinking of the dynamics and things like that. It's just a real kind of nice, straightforward rock song.
Absolutely, yeah.
So we had a lot of fun working out. It's tricky in parts and things like that. Their playing is amazing throughout the catalogue. So
when you try and play the songs, I think it really makes you appreciate the level of musicianship that was in Budgie.
100%, yeah, definitely. And as a three-piece, well, we can really appreciate that when we hear a great trio that come together and they've got that sort of quality that three pieces have. It's just like this wall of music with just kind of coming from all angles, but it's just from three people. So yeah, it's great fun.
So it's just very much close to your heart then, the idea of a three-piece, just absolute going for it. Full tilt. It sounds like it's very much a Solar Sons thing as well.
That's 100%. Yeah, they've become we've been listening to them continued, and they've been added to our sort of repertoire of what's going on the playlist recently and things like that. So it's been nice to sort of rediscover a band that we appreciated and knew about, but just be like, wow, these guys were something else. So yeah, we were honoured to be able to be part of it for sure.
Fantastic. If you could have played one of the other songs on the album, what would you have loved to have done?
Oh, that's a good one, a good question. I know this because I think I remember the first song that I thought when we got asked, I was like, the last song, the song Parents on Never Turn Back. I just thought, because obviously Dread Fan's such a well-known song, even are in bigger circles and things like that. You know, the in modern circles sort of thing, even rather, from Metallica covering it and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I always thought Parents was a brilliant song. And when I re-listened to it, but then he said straight away, lovely guys from Pale Wizard, when I was chatting with Dan, he was just saying, like, you know, we've got the album sorted, so we'd really love a couple of bonus tracks. So, and then I heard the Aluna's Bread Fan, which was fantastic.
Oh, that's awesome.
Amazing, yeah, really cool what they did with it. And then Sergeant Thunderhoof's cover of Parents was also just sublime. So I was really chuffed to hear that, and a couple of bands that, you know, we've seen on the scene and followed and that for a little while. So yeah, no, we were stoked to just kind of be part of it, and we're really happy with our cover of Melt the Ice Away, and excited for folks to hear it. So I think it'll
be nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Were you? I mean, you mentioned the back catalogue of Budgie. Were they in your sphere of musical influences over the years?
I would say definitely they were, because I remember it's quite a vivid memory of like playing. You've probably heard of the Metal to the Masses.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. We played those gigs back in 2017, and won one of the Scotland regional heats of it. And Simon Hall was there, you know, well known, great guy, and he's so good for the scene, and he does a lot of booking of bands and Bloodstock and that, and he came up to us and he said, "You really remind me of Budgie," and we'd heard of them but never really listened to them that much, apart from like Bread Fan and a couple more of their classics. So when he made that comparison and said, "That's kind of one of the things I was thinking when I was watching you guys," it made us go and listen to more, and so yeah, we've been listening to them for a few years. So it was interesting that coming back round and getting offered the place on the album sort of thing, you know. So yeah, it was really cool. What a cool circle there.
They're not easy songs to play, are they? People think, oh, it's just, you know, 4 to the floor, mostly hard rock. It's far from it. There's just jazz, there's blues, there's funk. Oh, it goes on with them, doesn't it?
100%. Yeah, you can hear loads of different influences in there and their music. And even with like Melt the Ice Away, it's quite a straight song in terms of, like, it goes to one place and then the next place and then kind of back and then finishes off with a really cool riff. But it's like there's lots of little stops and starts and timed sort of things that you've got to be thinking of dynamically when you're playing it. So yeah, it did. We kind of, my appreciation went up even further learning their stuff. I was like, because we had to do it quite a bit by ear as well, you know. There's not that much out there, so it was... No, that's another problem. If you're picking up Budgie songs, there's not a lot written in tab form or anything for you to kind of pick it up. You've just got to listen to it and piece it together yourself. A credit to anybody like yourselves that are doing these sort of songs, because they're not easy. Magic, nice one, thank you, appreciate that. Yeah, it was, I'm excited to hear the full album as well. They sent us copies, they always do, and it is incredible. It really brilliant.
You're gonna love it, and we know people out there are gonna just love this to pieces. They never fail, that Pale Wizard. I think if they say they're going to do a project, it's usually good. Just while I've got you though, I mean, it'd be wrong of me to not talk to you about your band. Let's talk about Solar Sons for a second. I mean, feel free to plug away here, because it's your opportunity. The last album you did was Chameleon, wasn't it?
Chameleon, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Which I know hasn't been that long ago, but
no.
Where are you now? What's next for Solar Sons?
Well, we're stoked to have this coming up, because we've got we're ramping up a bit of stuff for the summer. We've got our 5th album is coming out. Like, we've got it ready to go, and we're aiming for a sort of late summer, early autumn release, and we've got everything in the works. We're just tying off those last little things before we can start announcing dates and all that, but we've got some really exciting things in the pipeline. Plus we've got a couple of other little bits just to kind of add some some sort of in kind of different angles of things, and in the line of, you know, without giving too much away, it's sort of like in the line of what the budgie thing is.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it's that sort of idea of taking a bit of time to appreciate some amazing music that's been before us, and then, you know, maybe put some versions of things out there. I mean, it's totally uncritic, but it's like,
sounds very intriguing.
Definitely, it's like we're really excited about a couple of little things that we've got, and then we've got our album that we recorded last year, but we've been busy sort of tying things off and getting things finalized. But we're 100% gonna be getting it out this year before, you know, and then we're aiming for sort of September time. We're gonna announce that officially within the next month, sort of thing. So,
well,
yeah.
make sure you send us a copy of MP3 so we can put it on ROX Radio and blast people's eardrums out with it.
Brilliant. That would be. I will 100% make sure I get a copy sent to you, Carrie.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Have you got any live dates? Like you just sort of hinted at live shows just then, so I'm just going to kind of pick at that plaster, and and any live dates that you can, you know, concretely say are going ahead.
Yeah, 100%. We've got the one that we've got announced at the minute, which we're over the moon about, is we've got a London show on the 24th of June next month, which is a Saturday, and it's in the Devonshire Arms in Camden, in London. We're playing with our good mates Boz from Newcastle.
Yeah.
They're a fantastic band. We've heard of them, and a London band, great band as well. They're called Orphan Years. So we checked them out, and they've got a great back catalogue of tunes as well. So they've been on the go for a wee while. So yeah, they're excited to see them and meet those guys too. So yeah, that's our first London show, and our most out we've been for a wee band by Scotland. You know, we're all excited, and we're nice and happy coming to London. So and apart from that, we're quite quiet over July, just to give us that chance to get everything done. We've got a couple of sweet little tour things later on in the year that'll all be getting announced. So there'll be loads of good dates, sort of depending on. Yeah, well, 100% let everyone know. We're going to let people know what the time sort of thing as well. So.
It all sounds very positive, and that's probably right from good days.
I know. We would have loved to get a couple more around it, but it's just like we're actually going to see Iron Maiden on the Monday, and we're yeah, I know. We're so excited. I just keep like buying tickets and then seeing their first night of their tour last night, and all their recent set lists and things. And I'm like, every Maiden fan just sitting there getting the benefit. So yeah, it was quite a tight time anyway with bits and pieces of work and things. So we're happy to go down for London. You know, it's worthwhile 100% for us, and we're super excited to get ourselves down there. But
if you're at all tempted to stop off in the Midlands, we'll be more than happy to see you.
100%, yeah, we'd love to. It's
sort of something that we drag them into.
Brilliant.
And we love the
brilliant stuff.
Well, Danny, it's been fantastic talking to you. Thank you so much for your time. I'm messing about.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry I was a bit late, and then I was like,
no, that's absolutely fine, Danny.
Sure, it's the key always, and we got there in the end, so yeah.
Yeah, it's technology, so thank you so much, Danny, for your time. We'll let you know when, what we'll do, we'll put these sort of interviews out as like tasters to get people interested in the budgeting, and then we'll pull all together in the end to make so you've been there as well, and we'll play. We'll let you know anyway as this project's going on.
That sounds really interesting. Let's check that out.
We'll keep you updated, Danny. Please keep us updated.
Yes, we'll speak then 100%. Absolutely. Thanks for getting us. No worries at all.
You take care of yourself.
And yourself. Thank you so much. Cheerio now.
Bye-bye.
Bye. See ya.
got there in the end, Amy.